Hey, what's up? I'm Angel Maggot. Welcome back to Blender. I thought we'd go through making a tunnel system. In the last video I did of making TVs, I showed a video as an example of putting a video onto a screen inside of Blender, which is kind of like fleshy tunnel thing. I really like working with flesh stuff. I think it's fun and weird and gross. You can use, this doesn't have to be fleshy. It can literally just be a cave system, a tunnel, whatever you want. But sort of making it look, either you can just make a tunnel, easy, but you can also make sort of more of an organic form so it feels like a cave, whether that is just a rocky cave or a flesh tunnel. We're getting in the habit of keeping our cube. It's not necessary. It's just, why are we deleting it? Why do we always delete the cube? Cube. Go into edit modes and grab the face. Any face, doesn't really matter what direction. I'm just gonna go into Z, like the top mode. Or maybe we'll grab that one because that's just forward. And you're gonna E, extrude. If you want it to be like exactly the same, make sure it's that line. So see how the cube is 2. I was pointing at the screen like you can see the screen. I can use the cursor. It's 2 of these red cubes. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want, but in terms of textures, it might matter. So basically, all we're going to be doing is extruding and then changing the shape or the direction of this cube, and this is going to be your tunnel. So we could have this like curving off a little bit. And if you ever watched The Descent, I went into a cave that was like that. Now that I think about it, I was like, damn, I felt really weird being in that cave, and it's because I watched The Descent. Great movie. I know it's cringe, but I also love it. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this. And also making like a fork in the trail, so we'll just grab that face. Grab whatever you want. Bring it out. And again, just turning it. And this is just turning the like left and right direction. You can also make these go like down or up, which we'll get to. Yeah, maybe we'll start going up from here. Just lifting it up a little bit. And you don't have to be exact. You can be in whatever view you like. And we'll get to making it look less just like a bunch of weird boxes. When you click into this area of like the 3D cursor, you can just kind of move things around freely if you wanted to. I'm gonna try to make something with this because I do actually want to use it for something. So this is the thing where like if you've done it not exact, it's gonna come out a different shape, which is fine. Like if you want it to be kind of odd shapes, a little like, you know, claustrophobic tunnels, that can be fine. You can connect them back, make it like a loop, which I will maybe do now. Sort of maybe try to connect here and that one. So then you just delete. Okay, yeah, so you just delete the faces. I know there's a way to do it that way, but we'll just do this. Add in a face. Yeah, it's kind of connected. We were doing like an anarchy symbol by accident. Oh no, maybe it's Blair Witch. Oh no, we've got Blair Witch. So we can change the scale of this, but yeah, you can like. So what I just did to walk around is shift tilde, that's the fly mode, and using WASD to move around. And if you want to simulate gravity of you walking, like the camera view walking, press tab. You can change the height of this in your preferences, or just change the scale of your scene. So if you go to navigation, there's walk and fly, and then you just change the settings in here. Doesn't really matter right now. Yeah, we can walk around and we can see there's some tunnels happening. But it's very boxy, which, like, you know, could be fun. Maybe you're making like a, I don't know, lunar space kind of deal. I'll probably add more to this, but for now, let's just go with what we have. And we're gonna add a subdivision surface. Just do 2. We don't really need that much. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in and see how it still has, because we haven't applied it yet. It's still got your cube shape that's showing. Just delete the face of the entrance you want. Or if you, you know, want them to be exits as well. Maybe just do this one. So that there's an exit, so I don't get lost. I've made a really, really big one of these. For a VR project, but I haven't quite finished yet, so I'll probably go back and do that. But just this like really dense network cave of like fleshy spaces and it's really big. And while I'm walking around and like working inside of it, it's getting lost. So it's still too like tube-like, you know? You want it to be more cavey. So you're gonna go, before you do applying anything, Control R, make sure it's on one side, click, and just drag it down really close to that bottom. So it doesn't have to be super duper close, but as long as it's about there. You can see this line and that one. Do the same on the other side. Control R. Oh wait. Just press escape if you ever want to get out of that node. Control R again. Just dragging it down. That's a little bit more tunnely. That's your basic cave system. You can just apply that and shade it smooth if you wanted, unless you want it to look really like low poly and keep the faces up to you. Oh, that's what I was talking about. It's called the Ningaloo cave. Like a stalactite, stalactite, I don't know how to say that, cave. But they hit a slide there, which we did not go down because that seemed like death. We can keep adding to this. Just go back into edit mode and just make sure you haven't applied that modifier if you want to keep going by the square method. Just gonna make a copy of it in case I fuck it up. Apply, shade smooth, find, I want to do like a fleshy thing. Go with this one. Okay. Just take the displacement off. Just want to scale it to be a bit more stretched out. Add an environment so you can see the texture. Unless you wanted to make it like a dark creepy. Let's go with, so we'll make it completely dark, but I'm just gonna go back here. We haven't added a camera yet. I've just been doing like using the view here. Oop. Just go 0 for camera view. So make it 12 millimeters. 12 or 20 or something. So we're gonna add a light. Hold on. Just gonna go into the render view and see which light you want to use. Do like a spotlight kind of thing. No, we'll do point light. See how that goes. Maybe something like that. So I'm just gonna take that light and the camera, just click them. But then I'm gonna grab the camera. Grab the camera and a light and Control P to that object so that if I move the, oh no, I should have the wrong way. So you grab the light, parent it to the camera. You should be able to, yeah, move the light so that now the light's coming with it. You don't have to animate that separately. So then, oops, cool. Maybe I'll scale this up a bit. And then bring it up. That's too big. Just kind of want the light to have a bit more effect, but pretty cool here. Maybe we just change the light settings. I just made the tunnel a bit bigger. Click on the light. Just giving it a radius of 0.25. And to mix it up a bit. So that we go through in a walking mode. It's like you're actually walking around. So like the texture's kind of, you can kind of see the lines, but I mean I don't personally care about that. You could probably change the texture settings for that or do a UV unwrap of the whole thing so it's not clipping so badly. But there you go. And so if you wanted to animate the movements, like if you do just want to animate forward movement very basically, let's just go press I with the camera and then I'll just put it forward and then we'll go forward and press I again and that will make it like that. Or if we wanted to make it like we're actually walking through and maneuver the camera like you are in a game, I'm just going to put the frame set at like 10,000 or something. And basically you're going to press this record thing. It's going to auto key each bit, so you have to press I all the time. And it's a bit trial and error. you just get started and then get into your camera view, press Shift tilde tab. You can see the little dots start moving. So if I'm like moving around, if I tried to press Shift and go faster, but yeah, we get like the camera movement of you. Whatever movement you do, that will then be animated. So just stop recording. There you go. So it's a little, just put the frame rate up. Render an image out. That's what it looks like. You can add different things, like if you want it to be like glary. Ray tracing does a little bit. It's not really necessary there. There is a way to do a spotlight, but I kind of find that the point light, I just like the way that looks. It just illuminates everything. But yeah, that's your little simple cave system. I hope you go make creepy shit with it. Same as always, animating out. I'd recommend using a PNG sequence. Make sure you have a file ready to put it into, and check how many frames that you have. So if we grab what we did and just kind of move that back, you might end it at about 400 for that one. If you wanted to get all of that, or you can do it as a video. Make sure to save your work also. Have fun, make creepy shit. Love you, bye.